Hello, everyone. Sharon Ann here. Please allow me the opportunity to introduce myself to you. I'm a 5K walker. I like writing poetry, mostly about nature and spirituality. I'm a lap swimmer, as is great exercise. Most of all, I'm passionate about all things mental health. Anyway, I wanted to come on today talking about dissociative rage, but to do so through the lens of a 90s television show. Can you guess at what show it is from these two quotes? The show took place from 1991 through 1999. And I know with the quote, you're going to think I'm referencing Homer Simpson from The Simpsons and Ned Flanders from The Simpsons, but to be upfront, that's not the show I'm referencing. Anyway, the quote is more power and heidi ho, neighbor. Again, the two slogans are more power and heidi ho, neighbor. If you said the television show Home Improvement with Jill, Mark, Brad, Randy, then you are correct. Give yourself brownie points. Dissociative rage. Do you ever feel like anger erupts from a place within you that you can't quite comprehend? Picture this: Jill Taylor, a middle aged woman who works full time, takes care of the home and the family, and she juggles a college education. She's calmly navigating through life until suddenly, bam, she's engulfed in a whirlwind of rage. And I know that on my end, I've experienced dissociative rage when I give it a temper tantrums because I have difficulty expressing emotions. And I don't always have the vocabulary I need at a given moment to articulate my wants and needs. It's like dissociative rage. We can say that it's like a 2-year-old or a toddler having a tantrum. You know what you want to say, but you don't have the vocabulary. I know on my end, I'll be talking to someone as if they're my best friend. I'll be happy for them because they shared something personal with me. But the next moment, it's like I'm angry, crying at what my friend shared, and I don't know why. I don't know if you guys experience this too. Dissociative rage. It's like calmly watching transformation happen within seconds, like watching a calm sea transform into a raging storm in seconds. And for those of you who live in Florida, you can say that dissociative rage is like witnessing a summer storm. 3 p.m., it's nice and sunny outside, the birds are flying, everything seems great in the blue belt of heaven. And then at 3:15, it's like the apocalypse happens, and you're like, wait a minute, wasn't it just sunny? And then by 3:30 p.m., it's like, what just happened? Did it rain? Did it not rain? Did I imagine things? Because now the sky is clear again. Friends, welcome to the realm of dissociative rage, a phenomenon. It's a big word, but often lurks beneath the surface, waiting to unleash its fury. In the world of home improvement, Tim Allen, he was a character who was notorious for his comedy outbursts, like more slogans and more power. And speaking about power, he often overestimated things with his tools. He is one to always go up there and tell his neighbor, Wilson, I like to create. Everything I do, I want to do it bigger. I want to do it better. To me, that's like Tim saying, I have ideas. I just have trouble admitting when they've grown too big. For example, on my end, I recall having a friend that I met at church. She was a stay-at-home mom, and she wanted to add on an addition to her house, which she did. And she wanted to take on a kid and become a licensed foster parent in the process. Um, I recall that at one point she took on one baby, but at the same time, she's like, no, I want to have a family of my own. So not only did she go up there and expand her house and have a baby, but she brought in 4 kids at once. And her slogan back then was, go big now and work out the detail later. I commend her for going out there and taking on kids, but at the same time, it's like maybe she should have gone out there and focused on just caring for the baby. Moving on, Jill Taylor. Jill's occasional explosions, they shed light on a deeper, more complex issue, dissociative rage. Jill's character exemplifies how someone can appear so composed on the outside while battling intense emotions on the inside. A struggle many individuals face behind closed doors. Bringing Jill back into the picture, Jill often dealt with the careless actions of her husband that caused like a leak in the roof, the fridge just stopped working. I think the motor became broken. And in one episode, I recall where Tim drops the crane on Jill's car and he tries to conceal things from her. And then Jill finds out from an acquaintance in the local community. It's actually one of my favorite episodes. Friends, dissociative rage isn't just reserved for sitcoms. It's a real life phenomenon, but affects individuals who have experienced trauma, whether it be big T trauma or little t trauma, whether it's childhood abuse, neglect, or traumatic events. Unresolved emotions can simmer beneath the surface, manifesting as explosive rage when triggered. And this is where I like to point out that all emotions are meant to be expressed and not buried alive. It's important when we are angry, sad, mad, hurt, to go up there and sit in that emotion for a couple of minutes, to feel the weight of it, and to pick ourselves back up and move forward, rather than just going out there and letting the emotions eat the rest of our day. Like a dormant volcano, emotions lie in wait until they are activated by seemingly innocuous stimuli. If we're surrounded around positive environmental stimuli, then we are happy, joyful, energetic. But if we are surrounded by negative environmental stimuli, like anger, depression, fear, doubt, then rage can go out there and manifest into bigger things. Friends, recognizing and addressing dissociative rage is crucial for healing and personal growth. Instead of expressing its intense emotions, it's important to confront them head on, to go up there like news reporters, I can't talk, to the who, what, when, where, how, and why, and to focus on our self-talk. It's important to go out there and face our emotions, and this might be where we explore alternatives like mindfulness, therapy, and so on. And so on. On my end, when I have intense emotions, I like to journal. I like to go for long walks. Friends, by acknowledging and reprocessing or processing underlying trauma, individuals can begin to cultivate healthier coping mechanisms and break free from the cycle of dissociative rage. If you are someone you know struggles with dissociative rage, I want you to know that you're not alone, but help is available. Please remember that asking for help is a mark of maturity, not an act of weakness. Please don't let dissociative rage continue to dictate your actions and relationships. Please be willing to take the first step towards healing today. Thank you for listening. My inbox is open. Bye, everyone.